And now Tovino Thomas also joins in the fun in what has been a wonderful year thus far for the Malayalam film industry. Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. The film that we are going to be discussing today is the new Malayalam film Anweshippin Kandethum, which is now streaming on Netflix. Now, amidst all the Brahm Yugam and Premalu wave, there was this one film that just came and went, especially in the area that I am set in, because it just did not get enough screens. This was one film that I also wanted to watch it in a theater because I believe Tovino Thomas is one of the finest actors that we have in the Malayalam film industry, and I remember his wordings in the premiere of the Malayalam film 2018 that if you wish to support a film, you must watch it in a theater. Now, this unfortunately, because of the limited screens that were there and also the weekend that it was packed in, it did not get many screens, and therefore I had to delay watching Anweshippin Kandethum until its OTT release. And finally, the OTT release is here, it's streaming on Netflix. What are my thoughts on Anweshippin Kandethum? Stay tuned for the video. But if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, like this video, comment on what is your favorite Tovino Thomas film that you would like to recommend it to me, and I will get to it soon. So let's get to the story and screenplay of Anweshippin Kandethum. So Anweshippin Kandethum is essentially a story of a suspended cop who gets a new lease of life when he is asked to investigate the murder of a young woman that is there. Now, this story that is there, it is a little different kind of an investigative thriller because there are two investigations that happen in a single film that is there. This sort of a narrative I had earlier watched in the Malayalam film Operation Java, where there were three separate cases that were defined over the course of the runtime of that film. Here, there are two cases, and it is an interesting concept per se because the two cases are independent enough but only joined by the thread of the protagonist that is there, and that is what eventually makes the film special as well. The screenplay here, standing at a little above 140 minutes, is absorbing. It is an absorbing police procedural drama. In fact, the twin cases that are there both almost work as a whodunit in an independent space, but they do both their parts. One does the world building, one does the conclusion, and in between there is this characterization of the protagonist that drives the narrative. And this sort of a narrative was very different, and it made for an engaging watch for sure. The drama here does open with the introduction of the protagonist, whom we are shown is suspended, and he visits a police station, and you can see the pain in his eyes when he's visiting a police station. Cut to that, there's a flashback that goes on in which he is in almost his flesh and bones, and he is a cop, and he is assigned a case of the disappearance of a young girl that is there from the area. This is case number one that unfolds initially, and what the writers do is they include a lot of twists and turns, but through the conversations that are there. The conversations have a lot of detailing, and therefore you need to pay attention to what the dialogues are being exchanged between the characters of the film. Now, also what the writers do is introduce a little undercurrent of religion in the first case that is there, and I think that was a nice little addition here. I think one drawback I can say, which would be common to case number one and case number two, which follows in the second hour, is that this sort of a narrative you cannot get deep into it because of the time constraint that is there. The time constraint definitely is not for the medium, it's not suited for the medium rather, and that was the one flaw that I can only think of in Anweshippin Kandethum as far as the screenplay is concerned. But the transition from the first case to the second case, I quite like the seamless transition, what made the cop be suspended even after the revelation of the first case, to how does he find himself in the second case. I think these two events that are there are nicely linked together. The second case is almost like a whodunit, where the entire village is hostile, entire village is against the investigation that takes place, and what follows, the twist and turns at the end, is what includes the second case. Yes, there's a little bit of a caste angle that is there. So religion angle in the first case and the caste angle in the second case, both are very relevant in today's times as well. Although the story here is set in the 90s, so there was no mobile phone, no social media, all of that, but the cases are linked nicely here, and I found them to be quite engaging. Another little minor criticism, I would say, is the resolution, the staging in which the final reveal happens in each of the two cases. I think that was slightly below par for me. It did not amp up the intensity that was there, which was required, which brings me to the same point, that you could not have gone to the depth because of the time constraint, and that was the little deterrent in this sort of a narrative that is there, but it is supremely engaging. Other than that, coming to the dialogues, the music and the direction, the technical aspects of the film, the dialogues here, I think, as I said, the lines reveal a lot of details. There's a lot of detailing that happens within the drama through simply the exchange of dialogues, and you need to be attentive to the tea to understand the minor nitty gritties of the drama. I felt the BGM is also good, it enhances the drama at various places. The cinematography captures the frames which capture the vibe of the two places where the drama is set in pretty well. The editing, I think, was crisp and sharp. The editor did a good job here in seamlessly transitioning from the first case to the second case. That would have been difficult on paper. The editor deserves a big thumbs up for that. The seamless editing definitely comes to the rescue of the film in a very big way. Director Darwin Kuriakose, I think, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Let me know in the comments. But let me keep it as Darwin. Director Darwin, I think he did a wonderful job here in establishing the character, the characterization of the protagonist, and building a world around him, and almost creating two engaging cases at the price of one. And I think that was an achievement in itself. Yes, certain staging in terms of the resolution could have been a little better, but then the director, I think he did a stupendous job here. Out of the performances, everyone does a great job, but it is definitely an out and out Tovino Thomas show. Tovino Thomas is such an understated actor, I would say, in terms of his performance and his style. You will never see him going all out, even in a film like Thallumala, where he could have actually gone bonkers with his body language. He tends to keep it a little understated always, and here his eyes do a lot of talking. You can see a lot of pain in his eyes, and I think his body language, all of it, with a little glimmer of hope when he gets that case. I think that transition, I think he did a wonderful job here. Tovino Thomas is brilliant here. All other actors also do a wonderful job here. Not possible to name everybody, but all of them do a spectacular job as well. But this is essentially an out and out Tovino Thomas film, given that it is his character, and through his character that you see the entire drama unfold in front of your eyes. So it's Tovino Thomas at the centerpiece. He's the kingpin of the drama. So overall, Anweshippin Kandethum is a highly engaging police procedural drama, where you get two investigative dramas at the cost of one viewing, one ticket, whatever way you want to look at it. So I also recommend this drama. It's streaming on Netflix. Do watch it and let me know. I know I have not watched it in a theater, but better late than never. So if you are liking this video, please smash that like button. Comment on what did you make of the film. I know many of you all have already watched it and also have thrown in recommendations to me. I finally got to it. So let me know your thoughts as well on that. Also subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, share this video with your friends and family. Any small help helps a small creator like me. If you would like to read my full review of Anweshippin Kandethum, it's available on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Go visit that as well. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Letterbox. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot and I do give a lot of recommendations of films from around the world across languages. So all that information is on my social media accounts and on my site Popcorn Reviews as well. So do throw in your love there too. I will see you again soon, very soon, with another video. Till then, take care of yourselves and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.